We recognise that as part of your role as officers attending incredibly high intensity call-outs, your commitment and exposure to these events can come at a cost to you and to your mental health. You are responding to trauma and devastation with the task of obtaining best evidence and securing safety for our communities. Your role creates unique stresses, with a recent study by the University of Cambridge showing that nearly 1 in 5 officers and staff in the UK have symptoms consistent with PTSD, and yet over 2/3 of those suffering are unaware. The impact of the stresses on some officers is such that family life can be negatively impacted. It might be that we, as family lawyers with particular expertise dealing with police officers in the context of a relationship breakdown, are required to step into your world in order to support and provide guidance to you. The most common areas in which we provide support to the police community include divorce proceedings, the division of assets upon divorce, to include dealing with police pensions, arrangements for children, domestic abuse issues, separation for unmarried couples, and wealth protection to include pre- and post-nuptial agreements.
When we look at separating finances on divorce, we generally split the categories into capital, income, and pensions. There's a general principle that all capital accumulated during the course of the marriage and as a result of marital endeavours will be shared. But these can often be subject to different arguments about premarital accrual or post-separation endeavours. In addition to this, we look at income very separately. There can often be 2 claims for maintenance, being child maintenance, which is payable in accordance with a formula prescribed by the Child Maintenance Service, and spousal maintenance, which may be an additional payment from income to meet need. It's very important to understand how police income is structured and how officers are remunerated, especially through promotions. This can be crucial in setting the right level of maintenance and ensuring that there is a fair settlement. Pensions and police pensions are often the most valuable asset in any divorce. It is our expertise and what we know about police pensions that will ensure that you will receive a fair settlement on any divorce.
Sometimes the painful reality of separation is its impact on children. Whilst it's best for children if their parents can agree any issues arising from separation, for example child arrangements, holidays or their choice of school, it's not always possible. Family lawyers will be in your corner helping you to reach an amicable solution through negotiations or other forms of alternative dispute resolution wherever possible. We can also guide you through the court process where required, whilst keeping what is in the children's best interest at the centre of the process.
Couples who live together and are not married do not have rights in the same way that a married couple do. Cohabiting couples may therefore wish to enter into a cohabitation agreement to decide what would happen to their property, assets and income should their relationship break down or upon the death of either party. Family lawyers can advise on and draft these agreements to provide protection and legal certainty. Advice can also be provided upon separation where an agreement has not been reached at the outset.
There are different ways to protect your wealth depending on the nature of your relationship, and by wealth this could be houses, savings and pensions. Couples who live together and are not married do not have rights in the same way as a married couple do. Cohabiting couples may therefore wish to enter into a cohabitation agreement to decide what would happen to their property, assets and income should the relationship break down or upon the death of either party. Similar to cohabitation agreements, if you are married or thinking of getting married, you should consider whether there are any non-matrimonial assets that you want to try and protect. Prenuptial agreements look to exclude non-marital assets from the full force of the principle of equal sharing which applies in England and Wales. If such agreements are entered into freely, with a full appreciation of the implications, with legal advice on both sides, and with financial disclosure exchanged, then they are very difficult to step away from on separation, as long as the terms are deemed fair and reasonable. For individuals that are already married and are due to receive monies, for example as inheritance or compensation, and they do not wish to share the monies with their spouse, then a postnuptial agreement could protect the funds. Family lawyers can advise on and draft different types of agreements, and it is always worth taking advice before any of these life events.